welcome back to Ladies Lounge. Now we're going to go to our main topic of the day, which is the Black Talk. Now, ladies, there's always lots and lots of noise when Black people attain a certain level of success. Why is this? For example, ASOS, they recently used a Black plus-size model, and there was lots of noise. Louis Vuitton got a Black male designer, first Black male designer, loads of noise. Vogue, big Vogue magazine, had a Black editor, lots of noise again. Why? Why is it that every time Black people get something, it's always like, oh, the first Black person, the first Black this in the history of blah, 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 blah. Why? Don't we deserve influential positions? What do you ladies think?
I think why not? Why not have the platform? Why not have the recognition? Why should our success be played down? I'm all for the big noise, because if we're not making the big noise, then nobody is willing to accept that we have been given that position. They'll be hiding us in the back somewhere, playing down that opportunity, playing down that achievement. So why not?
I know, but you don't understand. What I'm saying is that the level of noise, almost like, it's like it's not supposed to be.
It's just because we haven't had that before. We've never had a Black.
That's because we've probably not been given the opportunities before.
No, but we've never had it, so that's why they haven't had. So it's like, we have the first Black president. Lots of noise because we've never had a history of a Black president. So I think I see what you're saying, but I think it's actually a positive thing for my because how would you know? How would our kids inspire to be that? Because if they don't make that noise, it will just slide under the carpet. I think saying that, I think it promotes the people and also give our children something to inspire to. So to show that there's nothing, they can't achieve.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the more we attain those positions, the more it becomes the norm.
Social media has a huge part to play in all of this, and I think now everything is just exaggerated in social media. And because there's so many influential people now, black influential people, we have Oprah, we have, speaking as a Nigerian, we have Alakija, we have Dangote, we have the Otedolas. So it's like, I guess from your point of view, you're like, actually, hang on a minute, this is not actually that much of a big deal. It's a norm to be successful and be Black. However, we have to also realize that the people who live in the Western society as well, who first generation, third generation Blacks who don't really have these African roots, who don't really see these things, and all they can relate to are these accolades per se. Those are the people that those are the people that they should or want to aspire to. So I guess you can say, let's shout about it.
And if you look at the history, or look at, I think most of the time, most of the people that are Black successful are athletes, musicians. So I think it's good to see Black people coming out in different industries which have never come up before. I think that's why they shout. So I agree, it should be a norm, but
but you think, for me, it's like the big noise and everything about it, I think should be in a positive direction, not like it's so strange for us to get such positions, or it's so strange for us to attain.
There is a glass ceiling in certain industry. There is a certain look that you need to do well, and so if somebody has shattered that glass,
definitely,
honestly, let's shout it out.
And I think what we stress is, I think most of the time our kids, or they don't have someone to aspire to, and I think we sort of limit ourselves because we feel like we can't do it, but I think we can do it.
Of course we can.
We can do whatever we put our mind to. And I love this, this time, because you see lots of young women, going for top positions, having their own business. I think they try to.
Can I just point
that's
like a westernized society problem, though, if we're being honest? Because I think if you live in Nigeria, obviously now the cultures kind of merge because of social media. But if you live in, I don't know, I could only speak as a Nigerian. If you live in Africa, if you live in Nigeria, it's not really a problem of, why should we be shouted at? It's a westernized issue, to be fair. So and then obviously, because it's a westernized issue, then taking myself away, because I'm not part of the westernized society, you guys can shout about it.
We'll
let you have it. Shout, make so much noise. Why not? Wakanda for life.
There has to be a give and take. Everything has a price, right? on one hand, people are recognizing that Africa is more than they show that we're advanced. We have this.
They show that poverty.
Exactly. So that there has to be. So on one hand, I feel like we are gaining. We're selling ourselves a little bit, but we're gaining in terms of recognition for the resources that Africa has, recognition for the intelligence that Africa has in the world. Kind of, you can see they're far more advanced than they are in the westernized world.
But then, sorry to cut you off there, but didn't that idea come from a white person? Because the idea of Wakanda being that developed and all that
It
stuff,
did, but it paints Africa in a totally different light.
It still promotes African. So even if the shareholders are benefiting and their pockets are, were lining their pockets, it still benefits the black community, because we are being represented on
in a
TV.
Positive light for a change.
Or, as we know, they're trying to leverage on how we naturally are. And I think as black people, we're very showy, we're very out there. So if you can see that our money is going to Louis Vuitton and is going to a black person, we will spend that money in Louis Vuitton.
Definitely.
We will buy Vogue magazine. Even if we don't watch it. We don't want to read it. That's how we naturally are.
There was once I went to Harrods and there's a bottle of wine which was £96,000. And I was like, who would spend? Actually, Nigerians actually do. Like Africans, because we want to. I don't know if it's an identity thing. We always want to buy
and show off and show that we can do it, especially once you can afford it.
Yeah,
they always want to
So I see your
be
point.
loud. Very interesting point.
But there's the vulgarity sometimes of having money without having worked to have got that money. If somebody is sitting as editor of Vogue magazine, they have worked
very hard to get to that.
You know what I mean? And so
level.
Spending 96,000 on a bottle of champagne is not something that the educated person would do. And so we're always going to have to sell ourselves a little bit to gain on the other hand. So there is one kid out there who's going to sit there and think, I'm going to be editor of Vogue magazine in 2025.
Because this guy did it.
So I can always do it too.
Yes.
Which is a positive thing.
Yeah, and then also this designer Stella McCartney, she designed a dress with Ankara that you normally get 40. I think it was a huge. It was trending for a huge debate. For £40, and now she sold it for about 1,400, and it was in Selfridges, Browns, all the biggest,
like African bold print.
Well, you know what? With that, but again with that, right? She took the African, of course, Ankara is associated with African culture. She took our fabric, right? Let me just say our fabric, and she didn't use any black models. So wouldn't you want to use black models to represent the culture where you got your inspiration for the designs from?
Definitely. Definitely.
So you're making that profit, but you're not even saying, oh, I was inspired by Congo. I was inspired by this market where I went to and I saw how they're making the fabrics, and that's where that was so inspiring.
But maybe it's not. That's not the case.
The problem is,
or did I miss something? Did she actually give any tribute? I don't know.
But maybe that wasn't the case. Maybe she wasn't inspired by going to Congo. She's being true to herself. That she saw a beautiful fabric that we take for granted because we go to Peckham and we pay £30 for somebody to make us a dress. And this is where us as Africans are lacking maybe to deliver on the quality and to deliver on the service. When somebody orders a 36-inch, I want 36, not 39, and then have to tuck it in.
And I guess I think that's fantastic. I think it's them appreciated. So in a way, she's promoting Ankara as well. She's still promoting, even if she didn't use black models, and I see your point, but she's still promoting the African culture, I think. Yes, on a very high price, 1,400 for a dress.
Yes,
but
something that Tojufoye and all the African up and coming Nigerian designers can even do better.
They will.
I even see some of the things that bag bubbles that my grandmother used to wear back in the day. Anyway, they will be here forever.
And there'll be loads of replicas on the market, so I'm sure
very soon.
So, ladies, any final words on today's topic?
I definitely think that the screaming about the black accomplishment is a westernized thing, and it needs to be screamed out because there are people in the westernized society that needs that. However, there's no point screaming about it in a black-dominated country because the lots of successful. Yeah, so it depends on where you are. So I say it could go either way.
I think shout, scream, telegraph, tweet, everything. I think we need to recognize and to recognize people who have achieved or who have broken barriers. And this will happen whether it's in Africa or and I disagree with you, because in Africa, if a footballer gets sold to this the club, they'll scream about it on the Sunday Times or the Metro, whatever. So let's not play down people's success, because they've worked pretty damn hard to get to where they need to be.
I completely agree. I think, I understand your point. I understand the companies, respective companies like Vogue, for example, is a publicity thing. But as well, I'm not saying that's the main point, but they benefit. But at the same time, it exposed people who expose the success of black people, and I think some in those situations we probably might not have seen it, probably might not have heard it, but it inspired some black people out there to work out, to know that we can reach for the sky because this person has done it. So I think it's a positive thing. I think we should keep on doing it because I think it's a good thing.
But yeah, of course, I do agree that we have to, of course, keep on doing what we're doing, because we're doing good to be where we are, and of course to get the loud noise. But I just don't think it should be blown out of proportion, because an Asian person could get the same thing, and there's no, oh, this Asian person just did this today. It's always, oh, this black person, this black person, that. So anyway, everybody, do what you're doing and keep doing it. Whether you're black, Asian, white, you can do it. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We have someone who called in today. It's our LLT segment, and we have a viewer who called in today, and she has a very interesting question.
I know, that's why I'm smiling.
And I'm very excited to see your opinion, especially.
Okay.
So she said, is it right to keep like something you had, maybe your ex bought you something, and you're broken up on your new relationship? Is it right to keep the gift? For example, we know this guy in Nigeria, David just bought a Porsche for his girlfriend. So if they break up now, would if you were the one, would you give it back?
I would sell it.
You would sell it?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't keep it?
I wouldn't keep it.
Why not?
To be fair, I think it depends on what age you are. If I was now, because the stakes are higher, it gets into that relationship is a bit more serious now.
Yeah.
So I will sell it. But if you answered this question a few years ago, I'll keep it.
So if you have a partner and he has something from his ex, would you let him keep it?
No.
If you know.
No.
So for example, he has a Rolex watch, which maybe she bought for about £10,000.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you get him? If you throw it in somewhere? Or
Get rid. One of my exes actually, he wore a diamond bracelet by his ex. You know who you are.
Wow. Okay.
And,
I like that. Hey, that's why I said I was looking forward to your response.
and every single day, I'm proud to say we argued about it.
You still have that bracelet?
It's an ex, yeah. And then it went missing, and we had this burst of, oh, you hid it, you stole it, you sold it. I was like, I wish I sold it.
He was really attached to that bracelet.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's my point.
Yeah.
So sometimes some things, like I said, because when the stakes are higher, you sell it, you get rid of it. They're attachments. But then when you hold on to it, if
You're fighting your new partner as well.
What do you think?
I mean, now that I've heard your experience, I'm coming round to your way of thinking. I think the thing is, like, it depends whether the conversation ever comes up. Like you say, if there's no disclosure, you're none the wiser. So so you probably don't think about it that much. You just see him rolling the diamond.
was wearing diamonds.
It's not really a normal question really to ask. So for example, you have a guy you're dating, you won't really ask him, where do you get the wristwatch from? Is it a question that I would normally ask them?
It's not like when like you say normal question. For example, if you notice that the guy is really attached, maybe he doesn't take it off at all. If he wants to bother, he's just always wearing it. You might just have this, or maybe like he doesn't even go with something he wants to put on. You want to maybe give him something else to wear. Like, oh, babe, take this off. And like, oh no, I never take it off. No. Why? Oh, my mom gave it to me. Are you sure? Like, you can't even take it off just a little bit. Oh, let's start looking for it. Like, oh, where is it? Like, what? Then you just know that there's something else there.
Okay. For example, your husband. Your husband has a bracelet that he has refused to get rid of, and it was from his ex. What would you do? You're married already.
I'll ask you, please. can you get rid of this bracelet? You don't. Me, the bracelets will go missing.
Because you
That's
said,
what I would do.
you know, when you said, you know, if you don't know, if you don't ask about it, then you don't know.
On a need to know basis, right?
Absolutely, and I think when you're dating someone who maybe has, you know, a bit of the spare cash to splurge on expensive stuff, wouldn't you want to know? Like, you see him turn up with like a Rolex and a diamond, you're like, oh, that's nice. So,
Where's that from?
what's the story? Obviously, in a nice,
Okay.
womanly way.
Interesting, very interesting. What about so you have a
Stephanie?
okay?
Your husband.
I'll settle that back to back. And you guys are
So tell us, how about you? What if your husband is keeping something from his past relationship?
as you said, it will go missing. That's what I would say. But I think it depends on what it is. But I think it's not right. I think it would remind you of that. I would just feel like he hasn't gotten over his ex, and that's an uncomfortable place for any wife to be.
Sure.
So I think for anyone, I think for her, I don't think she should speak to her husband or her partner, and you should get rid of it. You can sell it on eBay and get another one or something. But again, I'm just asking for. I think we've talked about the guys. What about you? If you have like maybe a Louis Vuitton bag or Gucci bag, Gucci watch from an ex, would you just get rid of it when you leave the relationship?
No,
It's not.
You see, that's the thing. You know how you guys expect. It's not easy for us to expect the guys get rid of things. But I'll now start thinking, oh, that bag is so lovely.
Would you disclose in the first place? Would you tell?
Well, you see, that's the thing.
Disclosure. Disclosure changes everything.
Yeah, it does. Because
Absolutely.
you know what? He's
But
not
then
also, but you know, some guys are really into fashion, and they're like, oh, babe, like that bag is beautiful. Like, where do you get it from? Blah, blah. But some guys just like, oh, nice bag, and move on. So if he kind of doesn't really say anything, then
Now you just okay, that's fantastic. Okay, you know, in the previous episode we talked about you guys and your product. I just wanted to see if you have sort of final words before we round up this segment.
Okay. Yeah, please. We have an online presence in social media, so you can check us out on www.moshhairhub.com, and we'll tell you all the information you need to know about our amazing products. We will be exhibiting on the show, and we've got lots of information about the product Hair Wonder, and you could also look us up on Instagram as well.
But we appreciate a platform like this because we are just two of us. It's been very tough. It's been emotionally straining because you believe in what you're trying to do, but if the big retailers are not buying, then we appreciate the public support. So if you have any little nieces, any little girls, anybody that you think would benefit from owning one of our dolls, please do check out our dolls on www.bbouncehair.com. If you'd like to contribute to the cause, because we're looking to take this big, no clay parties, one clay parties, and really challenge the Disneys. Can I say that? Can I do it?
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, somebody said if your dream does not scare you, it's not big enough. So we are daring to dream big. So check out the dolls. The dolls are on at sibahle.collection.com, SIBAHLE collection.com. I know it's quite a tricky one to say. So please check us out and support. If you know any preschools, any child development agencies who'd be interested in stocking our dolls, please give them our details because we need your support.
Excellent. I think the last topic I think it's so nice to have you here. I actually love the dolls. I'm gonna go into your website after this. I'm gonna order one for my daughters. And yours as well. I think your hair product. I'll go to your website and try and get some tips on how to make my hair natural. I think it's so nice to have you guys here. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning on to our show. This is all we have time for now. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.